everybody, Low Jockey here. This is the second part of my video, and in this part what we're going to be basically talking about is trying to organize yourself. Now you might watch some Hirschbach videos and you'll see a couple of people, I will not name them, they're new like me. Basically they're trying to show you their paycheck and how much they make. And if you watch these videos, you'll hear them say things like, hey, I would have made this, but I didn't scan in this bill. All right, so basically in my opinion that's a mistake. Them not scanning in the bills lets me know something is not right. You can't simply say that I forgot about it. Now that you are considered a business owner, there's no excuses for anything. All right, because you would hate to have to tell someone that could be your future employee one day, I forgot to scan the bill so I can't pay you. That's crazy. Alright, basically what I'm going to do is show you in general what kind of stuff you'll be expecting, right, in a typical load. Alright, so I'm trying to find one with a lot. This is just my last week. In my last week I got 4 different bills, right? So okay, so you're going to have like a cover sheet. I'll show you a little bit closer, but you got a cover sheet here, and within that cover sheet you're going to have the bills, any receipts. Now Hirschbach will cover any lumper fees and any washouts. Okay, so basically the reason why organization is so important, and you can lose a lot of money this way. Let's say you go in, you hire a lumper, and for instance the most expensive lumper I had for half a trailer was $319. So essentially what happens is Hirschbach gives you an advance for $319, and if you don't have that receipt to cover that $319 advance, then they won't cover it. So if that receipt mysteriously gets lost or blows out of the window, you're screwed out of $319. That's why I said organization is a very important part of being successful. All right, so you come out of orientation, you'll have the cover sheet, the reason you need your phone, and why I said the phone is very important to get a good phone is the app. In the app you can scan these bills through. You don't have to worry about going to the truck stop and dealing with TransFlow. TransFlow is something that they use, but I said being successful, you might not have a truck stop right away, but you got your phone and you got a good signal, you can get these bills taken care of. And the reason I say there's no excuse to say you forget a bill is because before you even leave the place where you deliver, or I mean sometimes like a Walmart, they'll kick you right out. So if they do kick you right out, go to the nearest location truck stop and scan the dang bills right away, and you'll be on top of the game on every delivery. I mean, even at my last job when I was at PTL, we had the app, and I trained myself to don't even move until the bills are scanned in. That's how you get paid. And I believe if you keep up with that practice, you'll be successful. But I'm going to show you a few items that I have to keep myself organized, and you can tell me in the comments if there's something better. It's not QuickBooks. We're not talking about buying anything extra as far as apps or anything like that. It's just simple things you can get to help organize yourself. I'm going to flip the camera around and show you guys what I'm talking about. Anyway guys, sorry for any kind of shadows or anything. I'm using my bunk to show an example. Alright, the first thing I have here to help you stay organized, you can get this from any Walmart. You can get it from the truck stop too, but it's going to cost you about 2 or 3 times the price. It's just a case. You don't have to have the calculator on there or whatever, but the case is to protect the bills. All right, so in mine, as you can see right now, I'm on a load which I pick up tomorrow on the 2nd. But before I could go to the place to pick up, you pretty much got to wash your trailer after every load, and that's my trailer receipt. All right, and I keep it in here until I gather everything to finish that load. Also, what I have here is, I'll talk about this later, this is my expenses. I show my fixed costs, the maintenance, and the fuel. I know those 3 things, I know how much my paycheck's going to be. Also, I have my cheat sheet here showing you the breakdown, and it shows you how much you get paid per mile. Okay, it's a scaled pay system. So if you got the scaled pay system, you know how much you make per mile, you have your fixed costs, you can figure it out. But that's not what this video is about. It's about organization. So inside of this case, which is waterproof, I have my receipt. All right. Next, this is a 1 week. I had 4 different deliveries here, so I'm just gonna lay them out. And this is why it's very important, man. I know I'm all over the place, but sorry, I'm all over the place. This is 1 week. So that's 4 loads. That goes to tell you that I had to do 4, maybe 4 trailer washouts. Sometimes we got some dropping hooks. But in the majority, you're going to do 4 trailer washouts if you got 4 loads. You're going to have 4 receipts. Now, if you try to scan all of this stuff in after the fact, you're pretty much screwing yourself. All right. So you want to take 1 load. All right. This one right here was like a little transfer load. And, the only thing I got in there is a washout receipt. And what I was doing is I would staple the receipt to the actual thing right there. There's no bills with that one. Here's another one where I got the bills. All right. I also stapled on here my washout receipt. This is after I scan it, okay? So the washout receipt's on there. So they got an account with Blue Beacon, all right? So what I'm saying is you need things like this to help yourself. This is just 1 week of bills. And if you didn't have any kind of way of organizing yourself, you'd be all over the place. So as soon as you finish a job, let's take this one for example, let's get rid of the rest. As soon as you complete a job, you've made the delivery, you got on the computer and said you're empty. The next thing you want to do is fill out this sheet, this cover sheet. All right? Try to write with good handwriting. In this one, on this particular one, my heater went out. So as you can see, I had to mark that for staying in a hotel. So I need the hotel receipt to be in here with this thing, all right? So I got the bills in here. I have the fuel that I used. Even though they're paying 99 cents a gallon, you got to know how much fuel you used. And here's the receipt for the hotel. If I was to lose that receipt, they're not going to reimburse me for a breakdown for, you know, I had a problem with my heater. And being in Wisconsin with no heat is no good. All right. Now this is what I'm doing here. This is my idea I got going. All right, so I got some envelopes. What I'm going to do is, obviously, they cover washouts. They cover lumpers. They do not cover your scale tickets, okay? So you got other receipts you got to keep up with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have these envelopes, and each week I have receipts, and I'll put them in each envelope. The envelopes will say things like fuel receipt, not lumper, but fuel because I need to know how many gallons I use. So I have fuel, I have any food that I bought, any tools that I bought to help me with my job. All right, and I'll keep these receipts in different folders. And at the end of the week, after I keep all my receipts and all my bills, I'll put them in a folder like this. And then I got this file box. So after I'm done, I will file it away. That fits in there once it's folded. I will file it in the box, okay? And then after I go home, every week of January, which should be about 4 weeks, I'll have my file at home. I'm not going to keep them on the truck with me just in case something should happen. All right, but what else do I have in here? Things that I'll need to help me organize. Very important. A calculator. You're going to use that all the time when you're trying to figure out your paycheck. Another thing, some kind of planner, you know, so you can keep up with what you're doing. Or, you know, if you need to remember what you have done, you know, something to keep your files in. So you just need stuff like this to help you stay organized, or you're going to be screwed. Because let me tell you, you got receipts. You can have many receipts. Like I said, you can have a lumper receipt, a fuel receipt, a reefer fuel receipt, a washout receipt, hotel, food, tools, any other miscellaneous things, okay? Yeah, you don't have to keep the receipts for the fuel as much, but you're going to keep all the paperwork until you figured out your taxes. All right? So that's why I truly believe that the people that said, hey, I would have made this much money, but I didn't scan in this particular bill, is because they must have had shit everywhere. Okay? There's no excuse for it. Period. When you finish, they tell you got 24 hours to get the bill scanned in. But would you like for them to tell you, oh, we got 24 hours to pay you? You know, it's the same thing, man. When it's payday, you expect to be paid. So scan your bills in within that time frame. If you scan them in 48 hours later, maybe they didn't have enough time to process the payment. And that's on you. All right? So getting organized is a very big thing. That'll help you out on the road. If you got any other ideas, maybe I didn't cover something, let me know. Subscribe to the channel. And if I could think of any other things, I will. I also want to put it out there to KS Trucking Man. I think it's like Kansas City. I'm sorry, not Kansas City, Kansas. So KS Trucker Man, I'm going to put out an invitation to you, man. If you watch this video right here, if you hit me up at info@loadjockey.com, info@loadjockey.com, I will personally help you for your first couple of weeks on the road, man. I'll give you my phone number. If you need me to help you stay awake while you're driving late at night, stuff like that, I can. And maybe 4 other people I will help out. All right? So I'm not trying to say, hey, join the team and, you know, I'll split some money with you. I don't want to do that. The best way to make the money is to bounce ideas off people, right? So for you, KS, Trucking Man, and 4 other people, if you hit me up at info@loadjockey.com, the first 5 people, well, the first 4, KS Trucking Man, he can hit me up. You know, when you first get out of orientation, man, you can call me on the phone. I can tell you some secrets that I learned out here on these streets and some tricks to help you make an extra couple of bucks out here, all right? So if you're in Mableton, Georgia, if you're in Denton, Texas, or if you're in Dubuque, Illinois, hit me up, man. And info@loadjockey.com. Only 5 people. Also, I should get 5 new subscriptions too. So I'm still new at the game. You're going to see a lot of me in 2019. I'm probably going to be the face of Hirschbach. You're going to get sick of me. But I'm here. I'm here to win. And maybe I can help a few of you win with me. All right, Load Jockey out. This video was long. I might be coming with another one. So look out soon.